Hello and welcome once again to Knowledge TVGH. Today we are going to continue our lesson on reproduction. The previous time we looked at asexual reproduction, so today we will continue with sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, it is the reproduction of offspring by the male and by the fusion of the male and the female gamete to form a zygote which develop into new individual. From the definition, the key words here are the gamete as the male and the female gamete. So let's look at the gamete itself. So the gametes are the opposite cells that fuse to form or unite to form a zygote in sexual reproduction. And these gametes are produced in the germ cells. And the germ cells are the cells that develop into reproductive cells. And there are two types of the gametes. We have the male gamete, which is the sperm or the spermatozoa, and the female gamete, the ovum or the ova as the plural. The spermatozoa is the plural, the singular one, and the spermatozoa is the plural one. And the ovum is the singular, and the ova is the plural. So now let's look at some similarity between the gamete. Number one, the gamete both can fuse with each other. Number two, both are haploid, which means that each is having 23 chromosomes. And number three, they all have a single nucleus. Okay, so now let's look at some differences between the male and the female gamete. So the male gamete, it is smaller in size, whilst the female gamete is larger in size. And the male gamete is also numerous. As we know in sperm cell, they are very numerous. But the female gamete is less numerous. Number three is that the male gamete is motile. That means that it can move, but the female gamete is not motile. Now we have types of sexual reproduction. One is conjugation, but in this case we are looking at few. So conjugation involves the formation of gamete in non-specialized part of the organism which fuse to form new individual. So conjugation is described as primitive. This is a primitive form of reproduction because it does not involve specialized sexual structures such as testes, ovary, and pollen. Alright, one other type of reproduction is isogamy. The isogamy is the reproduction that involves the fusion of morphologically identical gametes. So, and this occurs in some algae and fungi. Types of sexual reproduction are the heterogamy and the anisogamy. So the heterogamy is the reproduction that involves the fusion of two morphologically dissimilar gametes. So another one is the anisogamy. That is the reproduction that involves the fusion of larger gamete by a smaller gamete. And this type of reproduction occurs in all vertebrates. And sometimes it may even involve the motile and non-motile gametes. Let's look at other types of reproduction. One we have here is oviparity. In oviparity, right here, the eggs are laid which develop and hatch outside the mother. Example are birds and all kinds of amphibians, toads and frogs, etc. They all undergo oviparity. Another one is viviparity. Viviparity, that is giving birth to the young ones alive. And all mammals undergo this kind of reproduction. So the last type of sexual reproduction that we will look at now is the ovoviviparity. This one, the eggs are laid and the eggs are carried in the body until they develop into young ones. An example is fishes and some reptiles. Okay, thank you very much for watching Knowledge TVGH. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and follow. Thank you.